All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah HaKodash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. All right, first off, I want to say Shalom to the ones that push this word out in truth and in sincerity, which are the apostles and elders on down to the brothers, right? And Shalom to the ones that endure this faith until the very end, right? Until the time of Jacob's trouble, which are, again, the apostles and elders on down to the brothers and a few sisters. All right, so Shalom. I want to do this, quick video. Something that, the elder here of Baltimore, he went into, the original, where they get Santa Claus from, right? Because Santa Claus, Santa, first of all, if you spell that around, Santa is spelled to Satan, right? And Claus, that's contains, right? Or clays. So, so you had, it was obviously, originally a original person before they got that Santa Claus, right? Now, first off, they got Santa Claus from, St. Nicholas, right? So if I find a picture, right, we all know everything in this world, now is whitewashed. They put a weird looking Edomite over Jake, right? First off, we even look better in these ancient pictures. That's number one, right? So if you find the original St. Nicholas, right, that's where Santa Claus is from, St. Nicholas. The original St. Nicholas right here in the center, that's the original St. Nicholas, right? A so-called black man, right? A healthy looking Jake. But, this man, once he gets in power, we all know that he just start whitewashing everything. This image right here, right? The original St. Nicholas, the real one. But you know what they do? Once they get their hands on it, Esau gets their hands on it, they turn it into this. You see how much of a devil this man is? Who the hell is that? All right, they replaced it with some fat white man. And look what they do. They made Santa Claus out of it. So they took a healthy looking, Israelite and put a fat old white man, to make fun of him, right? That's all that was. Santa Claus was really just a joke, right? To make fun of, and indoctrinate our people. It's pretty much an insult, right? They was insulting, the real St. Nicholas. They replaced him with this. You see how much of a devil this man is. Everything that he's ever done, he takes and covers it up. Our heritage. Look who's in that land right now. But why? Because we, again, all throughout the scriptures, we've been going off against Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So, I want to get, the scripture. It says, Obadiah 1:6. It says, how are the hidden things, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Right? So, how are the things of Esau searched out? Through what? The prophets. Right? You had the prophets of old, which prophesied against many countries, right? And you have the prophets of new time, right, which are today. And all in all, we've been prophesying against this man, right? So the things of Esau searched out and the hidden things sought up. This man keep everything, in these files, but they're all being leaked, right? This man is being exposed. That goes into Revelation 12:12. Right, he coming down with great wrath because he know if they have but a short time. So we jump down to verse 10. It says, right here's the main point. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob shall shame cover thee. and thou shalt be cut off forever. Right? So the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. Y'all gonna have everlasting shame, right? And then y'all gonna be cut off forever. Why? Because all these things that you've done against Israel, that cannot be forgiven at all. And this is one of them. All these massacres that you've done, right? Christmas, Christ massacre, right? And stuff like this, you cover up. You make fun of Saint Nicholas and cover him up with a fat white man. And that's where you get, and who knows what the hell that Edomite been doing, because now you got the Santa Clauses and the moles, or, freaks, some weirdos. So, all this violence that you've done against your brother, that you sold your birthright. You sold your birthright for what? A morsel of meat. Y'all are vile creatures. So it says, in the day that stoodest, that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, in the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Right? This is all self-explanatory. This man should not have done that. Right? I should have not, rejoiced in our destruction. Right? I should have just stayed out of it. But this man, what he do? The devil that he is, he always got to get his hands in everything. That's Habakkuk 2, right? He desired all is hell and it's his destruction, and cannot be satisfied, right? He neither keepeth at home. He goes everywhere around this world and involves himself in everything, right? That's Job 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, right? This entire globe is given to this man. And honestly, outside the earth too, we're in the dome of space trash. You see how much pollution, everywhere this man goes is pollution, even space itself. So, it says, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. This man always speaks proudly of everything he does. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yet thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. Right? This man has involved himself in everything, and this is why he should not have done any of these. Right? The list goes on of the wickedness that this man has done. He is a vile creature, and these things that he really should not have done. And he exalt his heart. Right? We are impoverished. That's Malachi 1 and 4. But what's going to happen? The Lord is going to throw down your society. Right? Isaiah 13 and 10. Right? The stars and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. Your power structure is not going to last long. You know why? Because all these things that you have done. So, this is verse 15. It says, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Right? That's a precept to Genesis 9, verse 6. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. Right? This man is getting what he's done what he has done is going to become back onto his own head. In fact, worse. So, in fact, we could jump down to verse 18. It says, "And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it." Right? So there's not going to be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. Why? Because everything that first of all, he sold his birthright. This man was wicked from the womb. Jacob and Esau was fighting in the damn womb. Right? This man is just literally put on this earth to be, an abomination. Right? And it said he'll be cut off forever. Right? It's as it states up here. Right? He's going to be cut off forever. There is no good Edomite, bad Edomite. There's none of that. Why? Because they all got to get it. Just like how we did as a nation, they got to get punished as a nation. Then they got to be cut off as a nation. So, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, and Shalom.